Good morning. This is for module number 4, and I just wanted to go through some of the announcements this morning. And I'm recording this on June 8th, 2020. So as we've all seen, things change very quickly in our world right now. So this is what it is today. You can see, whoops, my dog Macy in the background. So we'll see how she cooperates, and I may have children running around back there too, like one sneaking down the stairs right now. But just to go over some of the announcements for Module 4, the first thing that I mentioned in Module 4 is about disability services and how I haven't received any, or few, I've received few accommodation paperwork from my students this summer. That's fairly unusual. Usually I have quite a few. So just to reiterate, in case you didn't hear this in orientation, because I'm sure that was different than it normally is with everything going on. But excuse me just one second. Bella, close your door. Anybody else know what it's like to work at home? Yeah, this is real life. Anyway, disability services. If you had accommodations for something during your K-12 years, a lot of students who are beginning college don't realize that that information does not carry over to the college without you initiating that. It goes against federal law. So you need to be your own advocate and just contact Disability Services. I have the link there for you in Module 4, and they'll help you work through whatever it is that you need, so that if you need more time to take a test, or you have vision situation or a hearing situation, or you need a scribe, or whatever it is that you have going on, that your instructors know, because I'm not a mind reader. None of my other colleagues are mind readers. So we have no idea that you have that going on unless you let us know. So I just wanted to put that out there. Then let's see what else. Oh, the midterm is mentioned on Module 4 as well. That is going to open on Friday on the 12th. And it'll open at 8 a.m. just like anything else opens all semester long. Make sure you're paying attention to times. If a Dropbox isn't open yet, then you're not going to be able to open it. The new modules open on Mondays at 8 a.m. And then throughout the week, as I open up more things, then those open at 8 a.m. as well. So you'll have a full week to do your midterm. And it'll be due at 5 p.m. on June 19th. Okay. Let's see. So in Module 4, you're going to watch a video. It's a TED Talk called Lessons from the Mental Hospital, and it's by a woman named Glennon Doyle. And I think she has some provocative things that she brings up in her video, and you might not agree with everything, and that's okay. That's part of being a good critical thinker. That's one of the 3 tenets of our course, is to engage actively in the global community, to become better critical thinkers, and to take personal responsibility. So you're going to take personal responsibility this week by contacting Disability Services if you have a situation that needs addressing, so that you can have the best opportunity to be successful in your college career. Okay? Then we're going to use the second tenet with critical thinking, and I just want you to weigh in on what you thought about what she says in this video in the discussion post. Okay? Next, you're going to read one of my absolutely favorite articles all semester. It's an English teacher's worst nightmare for grammar the title, but the title is Why Good Students Do Bad in College. When I have a face-to-face class, if we ever get to do that again, I have the students go around the room and we use the whiteboards and we take this article apart, and each table grouping takes one section of it. So take a moment, since you're doing this on your own, just to read the article in different chunks so that you can fully ruminate and digest the information that's being presented. Okay, this one is a game changer. Like, if you really pay attention to this one, this more students over previous semesters have mentioned this article as being one of the most eye-opening and enlightening things that they've had all semester in my class. So really, like, buckle down and do that one, okay? Particularly, I want you to pay attention to why there's a perception that college instructors don't pay attention to the vast majority of students. The article begins with, who are these people who are being forgotten? And so it says that the upper echelon of students who are in honors classes and like really, really strong students, that they get attention. And then students who have trouble or like special needs or situations that are going on that also require more attention, that they get attention, but that the majority of students, and I want you to see what that number is because it's a huge number, but the majority of students sometimes feel like they're forgotten. Is that true? No. But why is that the perception? Okay. So I need you to focus in on that. And then it goes into what does this mean for this majority of students who are being forgotten? So why do you care, first of all? And hi, baby. Keep going. Keep going. The reason that we care is because it's you. That's why this matters. You are this majority. You are either in the upper echelon, you're in the group who needs accommodations for whatever reasons, and you are also in this forgotten majority. So that's why it matters. Okay. Then it goes into an 80-20, 20-80 concept. And I want you to pay particular attention to what that means. It is a huge shift in your thinking. So in your letter to yourself, I asked you, what's the difference between college and high school? And some people were like, oh, there's no difference at all. And yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. And it's this. Okay. So the 80-20, 20-80 thing, just so you know, does not mean that college instructors don't want to teach you, or that we're just going to be like, good luck on your work throughout the semester. But what it does mean is, as you go through your college career, you need to become content experts. As professors, we are content experts in our areas we've studied. And you're not going to have all of us to be standing around an emergency room if you go into emergency room nursing, let's say, and somebody comes in with a trauma, you're not going to be able to just say, hey, professor, what was it I was supposed to do because this person's bone is sticking out of their arm? No. What that means is that you're going to become a content expert as you go through the coursework. And so it doesn't make any sense for 80% of the knowledge to be coming from us as college instructors. Okay? So get a hold on that one. Another part that I really want you to zone in on is about vertical thinking versus horizontal thinking. The K-12 model, when you were kindergarten through 12th grade, the K-12 model is about horizontal thinking, and it's dipping your toes in a lot of different areas. Like, remember in middle school where you had to pick your electives for 6th grade, and that's when you first started band or chorus or any of those electives. Well, the reason that K-12 is set up like that is to have you try different things and see what you like. That way, when you get to the real world and it's no longer practice, this is the game, you're in it now, you have a better idea of what your interests are. So if we stay in that horizontal thinking mindset from K-12, what does the article say about that versus vertical thinking? And what is that exactly? So making that shift from horizontal thinking to vertical thinking, and what does that mean? Finally, the article finishes up with about going from hope-so land to no-so land. And I want you to look at those concepts as well, because hope-so land, there's more to it, but part of it is hoping that that you studied the right things for the test, for the project. And why would it be important to move into no-so land? I know they're silly terms, but don't let the term stop you from thinking about what this article is actually saying to you. Okay? So love the article. That's why I just spent a ton of time on it, but I think you might love it too. Let's see, what else? So you're doing your discussion board this week. You're talking about the Glennon Doyle Lessons from the Mental Hospital. You're talking about the article that I just went over. And then there's a third part, and I just want you to choose one of the questions that I have listed for you. Please don't do all of them. That'll take way too long. Okay. Couple things left are advising. You have to pay attention to which section you're in. On D2L, it says 5005 for all of us. Okay, so all of us have 5005. But on your schedule, your cute little individual schedule, you either have 5005, 5011, or 5028. That's the only time all semester that we care about those 3 different numbers. So 5005, you have Lisa Doris for your advisor. If you have not contacted Lisa, get on it. It's time. It's 10% of your grade, and it means the difference between an A and a B. And it is also how you register and how you transfer to get the information from your advisor. Okay, so it's huge, and you need that relationship. So you're supposed to be cultivating a relationship with me and your other instructors, because we're the ones who have the honor and privilege of being your references. later when you're ready to do an internship or go get that job. Okay, so it's really important that you're checking in with us and that that you're making yourself stand out from the rest of the group. And this is particularly important in an online format because we're not staring at each other in a classroom. So your instructors are not going to get that relationship with you unless you're doing your part, right? The advisors are the other people who you need to be cultivating a relationship with. And the reason that this is part of this course is because it is so important that you have this. That's why I work very closely with the advisors, and they meet with you for the advising. They give me the updates every week, and then I enter the grades. Okay. So get on the advising. Evelyn Flores is the advisor for 5011, and Evgenia Savant is the advisor for 5028. Okay. If you contacted the wrong person, if you didn't pay attention to who your advisor was earlier, then just fix it. It's all right. No worries. We just want you to get matched up with the correct person and get what you need taken care of. Okay. Lastly, late work Dropbox. The late work Dropbox is going to be open for you June 29th through July 1st. This is your opportunity to turn in anything that you missed the deadline for all semester. So let's say you forgot to turn in the campus resource project. Well, that's another 100 points, and that's going to really, really hurt your grade without it. So if you haven't turned it in yet, then that would be the time. You won't get full credit because it's late. The most I can do is 70%. Just a second. And it's better than a 0. Okay? So at most you would get a 70%, but a 0 is going to hurt your grade bad. Anything else you've forgotten to turn in, with the exception of discussion posts or the equivalent of a discussion post, like for module 3. That's that week's, or that's that module's discussion, and that's not eligible. If you missed doing Smarter Major last week, then if you go back to module 2 and look at the dates for Smarter Major, that will be open during that window as well. Smarter Major is the only assignment that you will receive 100% grade on upon completion. And you can only do it during that time. Okay. So this is good news because in the syllabus and everywhere else it says no late work is accepted unless you have prior written confirmation from me, because it matters. It matters when you turn stuff in. It matters being on time. It matters being accountable. And so this is your chance to redeem some of those missed points over the semester. I wouldn't count on everything going into that late work Dropbox because that's not going to be great for your grade if everything is 70% or below. But I just wanted to let you know that that's there. Okay. All right. Module 4, over and out. See ya.